Namaste, Suswagatam, and welcome to our Sunday edition of Gyan Ganga Words of Wisdom on our Virat Hindustan Sangam social media channels. As you know that today is episode number 274 and we will be discussing for the next 30 to 40 minutes the topic being forthcoming Bihar elections and its implications. And as you all know that the discussion will be initiated by Dr. Subramanian Swamy, and today we will be paying tributes to some unsung freedom fighters. Today we have chosen Buddhu Bhagat of Jharkhand. We'll have a video on him.
Buddhu Bhagat was born on 17th February 1792 in Silgai village, Chanho block, Ranchi district, into an Orao farmer family near the Koel river. In his early years, he was fond of archery and swordsmanship and often grazed goats in the jungle, developing skills that would help him become a leader. Bhagat grew intolerant of injustice and British oppression of tribal lands, and people triggered his urge to rebel. When British agents and landlords imposed forced labor, unfair fines, and seized cattle, Buddhu Bhagat rose to lead the Koel Rebellion 1831-32 and Larka Rebellion with other Orao, Munda, Ho, and Bhumij Tiawan Bils. He organized and trained villagers for guerrilla warfare using bows, arrows, axes, and swords, using dense forests to evade the British. The British announced a reward of 1,000 rupees for his capture, showing the threat he posed to their rule. On 13th February 1832, the British attacked Silgai village. Bhagat and his followers fiercely resisted but, outgunned, he was captured and killed. His sons Haldhar and Giridhar also died fighting. The uprisings led by Bhagat intensified anti-British sentiment and inspired tribal unity and later Indian resistance movements. The government of Jharkhand remembers Buddhu Bhagat as a martyr and hero of tribal pride, commemorating his legacy, but there is no record of national-level posthumous honors. Buddhu Bhagat is still celebrated in local memory as a fearless hero who sacrificed everything for the freedom and dignity of his people.
We'll have a slide on him. Virat Hindustan Sangam pays tributes to this great freedom fighter, and with these words it is over to Dr. Subramanian Swamy to initiate today's discussion on the scenario in Bihar.
Thank you, Jagdish. We are in a very important election coming up in, I think, around November. It's about the local elections, so that is the local issues will be there. Yeah, that's correct. And consequently, who is going to win that is going to be important. As of now, judging by the past, BJP has not been a front runner. There has been an attempt by Modi to see whether by some changing of some rules they had called to alter the voting methods and so on. But unfortunately, it hasn't succeeded because there's been a lot of revolt. Consequently, BJP will be a partner, but BJP will be the leader. That doesn't look like so. So that's a very important thing because it will be a big setback that a big state like Bihar has not given a vote to BJP, and particularly in view of the campaigning of our Prime Minister and the state presidents and so on. It has been, it would be a big blow to the BJP. So I think everybody is looking at this thing, and that's why we are making this as our first thing. We have first chance that we are taking here, and I'm sure that we'll have more occasions to speak about it. Now, the real issue is that there are a number of groups all broken up because there hasn't been a single party majority for anybody for a long time. So the RJD is one very important party. Then the JDU is another very important party. BJP and Congress come in third and fourth level. So then there are little bits and pieces here like Rambalas Paswans and so on. So what we are having is the situation is whether in view of the fact that the health of Nitish Kumar, there is a vacuum. And the question is who's going to fill that vacuum? Who's got that charisma that he had to replace it? So on that basis, I think we have what's important to remember is that the Janata Party had broken up into many parts. The only time Janata Party or Bharatiya Janata Party, its successor, has succeeded is in the JP movement time. After that, we have not been able to. It's really a local place. So I would say the SIR, as Mr. Modi has said, special intensive revision of the motor roll, that has had a big impact, and there is a lot of resentment on that. If that it can be, if he is able to implement that, which is for which he needs the Parliament's support, whether he'll get it or not, we can't say. But in that that election is now going to be the crucial turning point, as it always been. Bihar has always been a party which has been giving us a turnaround. I think we will have more sessions in our Gyan Ganga, but at the moment I would like to alert people that it's time to start thinking about it, particularly since BJP so far has not much footing there, and this would really damage Mr. Modi the most of all. So over to you, to all of you, and you please make your points of view, and I'll be happy to intervene here and there.
थैंक यू डॉक्टर स्वामी. मैं अरविंद जी से विनती करूंगा कि वो अपने विचार रखें और उनके विचार से बिहार में क्या हो रहा है, इलेक्शन के बारे में, वोटर लिस्ट के बारे में और इलेक्शन कमीशन के बारे में हमारे दर्शकों को जानकारी दे.
धन्यवाद जगदीश. आई हैव नोटेड 8 पॉइंट्स. मेरे पास 8 बिंदु हैं जो बिहार से सीधे कनेक्टेड हैं और बिहार के चुनाव से सीधे कनेक्टेड हैं.
अरविंद, योर कैमरा इज सीम टू बी ऑफ. ठीक है, इफ इट इज नॉट कमिंग ऑन, यू कंटिन्यू.
या सो दीज 8 पॉइंट जिनकी मैं बात कर रहा हूं, उसमें सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट ये है कि नीतीश कुमार अभी से और चुनाव के बीच में फिर एक बार पलटी मारेंगे कि नहीं मारेंगे. नीतीश कुमार का इतिहास ये रहा है कि जब भी उनको लगता है कि जिस पार्टी के साथ वो हैं वो पार्टी सत्ता में नहीं आने वाली, तो वो पलटी मारते हैं. और उस पलटी मारने लोग अभी भी कयास लगा रहे हैं कि शायद चुनाव के पहले नीतीश कुमार एक बार फिर पलटी मारें और वो बीजेपी के विरुद्ध चले जाएं. उसका दो कारण है. एक तो जैसे अभी जब जगदीप धनखड़ जी का इस्तीफा हुआ तो बिहार के कुछ लोगों ने, खासकर बीजेपी के लोगों ने, ये प्रचार करना शुरू कर दिया कि नीतीश कुमार को उपराष्ट्रपति बना देना चाहिए. नीतीश कुमार को उपराष्ट्रपति बनाने का वो गंभीर है कि नहीं, वो तो अभी समय बताएगा. लेकिन उनका संकेत ये था कि नीतीश कुमार बिहार की राजनीतिक भूमि से हट जाएं और उनके लिए रास्ता साफ हो जाए. तो एनडीए और बीजेपी में जो संबंध है, एनडीए और नीतीश कुमार में जो संबंध है, खासतौर से आगामी नेतृत्व को लेके, वो एक बड़ा प्रश्न चिन्ह है. दूसरा सवाल ये है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने चिराग पासवान को आगे कर दिया है। चिराग पासवान रामविलास पासवान की लीगेसी को लेके आगे चल रहे हैं। वो चाहती है भारतीय जनता पार्टी कि किसी तरह चिराग पासवान को प्रोजेक्ट करके नीतीश कुमार की छवि को हम कम करें, क्योंकि पिछले 5 सालों में जब लास्ट चुनाव भी हुआ था, लोकसभा का चुनाव भी हुआ था, चिराग पासवान हमेशा नीतीश का विरोध करते आए थे, लेकिन 24 के बाद उनका खेल थोड़ा अलग हो गया। तो अब वो बिहार विधानसभा का चुनाव लड़ने जा रहे हैं, ये बहुत बड़ी बात है। और जाहिर है कि बीजेपी की शह पर ही हो रहा है अपने आप वो इस तरह का डिसीजन। जो आदमी केंद्र मंत्री है वो बिहार विधानसभा का चुनाव, जो 5 एमएलए उनके पास हैं, उनका क्या करेंगे वो। तीसरा जो सबसे बड़ा इशू है वो बिहार में, ये शब्द बिहार से ही शुरू हुआ था, वहां लोग कहते हैं वोट कटवा। वोट कटवा का मतलब यह है कि जो लोग वोट काटते हैं दूसरी पार्टियों के, भले ही वो एक भी सीट नहीं जीते, तो उसमें सबसे बड़ा जो वोट कटवा साबित हो रहा है पिछले 1 साल में प्रशांत किशोर। प्रशांत किशोर, जैसे कि आप सभी लोग जानते हैं, कभी बीजेपी के वो रणनीतिकार रहे थे, प्रधानमंत्री जो आज हैं नरेंद्र मोदी, उनको लेकर आए थे, फिर वो विपक्ष में गए, कांग्रेस के साथ भी रहे। अब उन्होंने जन स्वराज नाम की अपनी पार्टी बनाई है और पिछले 1 वर्षों से जब से पार्टी बनी है वो लगातार पूरे बिहार का दौरा कर रहे हैं। मैं वोट कटवा इसलिए कह रहा हूं कि जब नवंबर में 2 नवंबर 2024 में चुनाव हुए थे, विधानसभा के उपचुनावों में प्रशांत किशोर की पार्टी के प्रत्याशी कहीं भी नहीं जीते, ज्यादातर उनकी जमानत जब्त हुई, लेकिन फिर भी उनको 10,000 से 15,000 वोट मिले उनके प्रत्याशियों को। ये बहुत सिग्निफिकेंट फैक्टर है। और आने वाले चुनाव में प्रशांत किशोर के एक बहुत बड़ी बात यह है कि वो ब्राह्मण है, लेकिन वो ब्राह्मण वोट की अपील नहीं कर रहे। वो ये कह रहे हैं कि बिहार के लोगों को बिहार के लिए जाति से ऊपर उठ के वोट देना चाहिए, बिहार को बनाना चाहिए। जिस तरह डोनाल्ड ट्रंप ने कहा था मेक अमेरिका ग्रेट अगेन, वो कहते हैं मेक बिहार ग्रेट अगेन। तो बिहार की राजनीति जो कर रहे हैं चिराग पासवान भी वही कर रहे हैं। फिलहाल मैं प्रशांत किशोर पर फिर आता हूं। पिछले लोकसभा चुनाव में और उससे पहले विधानसभा चुनाव में ये देखा गया था कि जो नौजवान तबका है, नई उम्र के लोग हैं, वो थोड़ा जाति से हटके सोच रहे हैं। अगर ये सोच जारी रहा तो प्रशांत किशोर सफल संख्या में हो चाहे नहीं हो, लेकिन वोट काटने में जरूर सफल होंगे। वोट कटवा की जहां बात है कि ओवैसी की पार्टी बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। ओवैसी की पार्टी वहां चुनाव लड़ती है जहां पे मुसलमान अधिकांश संख्या में है, खासतौर से सीमांचल का इलाका, जिसमें किशनगंज, पूर्णिया, कटिहार, अररिया, ये सब इलाके आते हैं। और पिछले विधानसभा की बात करें तो यही रणनीति ओवैसी ने तब भी अपनाई थी और 5 प्रत्याशी उनके एमएलए जीत के आए थे। ये अलग बात है कि 5 प्रत्याशी बाद में नीतीश कुमार के साथ चले गए, ये अलग बात है, बाद में उनकी पार्टी खत्म हो गई, मतलब विधानसभा में प्रतिनिधित्व खत्म हो गया। लेकिन मुसलमानों में जो वोट उन्होंने काटे उनका डैमेज किसको हुआ? आरजेडी को डैमेज हुआ। तो अगर ओवैसी की पार्टी उसी तरह लड़ती है जिस तरह पिछले चुनाव में लड़ा था तो आरजेडी को डैमेज दोबारा करेगी। ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात है। और इसके बाद अगला पॉइंट जो है, खासतौर से जितने भी अभी तक ओपिनियन पोल हुए हैं, पिछले जनवरी से लगा के जून तक की देखें तो ज्यादातर ओपिनियन पोल में जब ये सवाल उठता है कि कौन सबसे पॉपुलर लीडर हो सकता है, बिहार का चीफ मिनिस्टर हो सकता है, वो तेजस्वी यादव लगातार साबित हो रहे हैं। और वो ओपिनियन पोल कई एजेंसियां कर रही हैं। 38 से 40% वोट जनता का आज की तारीख में तेजस्वी यादव के साथ जा रहा है एज ए मोस्ट पॉपुलर चीफ मिनिस्टर। नीतीश कुमार नंबर 2 पे आते हैं, वो आधे वोट 19-20% पे आते हैं। बाकी सब नेता पीछे, बीजेपी का कोई नेता प्रधानमंत्री मुख्यमंत्री की दौड़ में नहीं है। जी सर,
आप नीतीश की बात करते रहते हैं, बट नीतीश की जो स्वास्थ्य के इश्यू है उसमें लगता है कि वो चुनाव भी नहीं लड़ सकेगी।
हाँ, तो वो लोग जनता दल यूनाइटेड में लोग उनसे कह रहे हैं कि उनका जो बेटा है उस बेटे को वो आगे करें, निशांत कुमार को आगे करने के लिए लोग उनसे बोल रहे हैं। और यहाँ मीडिया भी उनका सपोर्ट कर रहा है। कहीं कहीं जब भी जहां भी निशांत कुमार जाते हैं तो मीडिया उनको हाईलाइट करता है कि शायद, लेकिन सवाल इस बात का है कि बीजेपी के साथ वो रहेंगे कि नहीं रहेंगे, क्योंकि जो उनके पास कुर्मी वोट है, खासतौर से वो कुर्मी वोट उनके साथ इंटैक्ट है, वो चाहे जिधर भी जाते हैं वो वोट उनके साथ इंटैक्ट रहता है। ये बहुत बड़ी बात है। तो ये प्रश्न है कि अगर बीजेपी के साथ नहीं रहेंगे और वो आरजेडी के साथ चले जाएंगे तो कुर्मी वोट पूरा ट्रांसफर होगा कि नहीं होगा। और एक और महत्वपूर्ण बिंदु है कांग्रेस। कांग्रेस, जबकि तेजस्वी को जनता बोल रही है कि वो पॉपुलर चीफ मिनिस्टर हैं, कांग्रेस उनको प्रोजेक्ट करने के विरुद्ध है। कांग्रेस में दो लोग हैं जो नए नेता बने हैं। एक तो है कन्हैया कुमार, जो जेएनयू की पैदाइश है और दिल्ली में भी चुनाव लड़ चुके हैं, और पिछले लोकसभा चुनाव उन्होंने बिहार में लड़ा था, दोनों जगह वो हारे। और दूसरा है पप्पू यादव। पप्पू यादव चूंकि वो भी यादव हैं और तेजस्वी की काट है, इसलिए कांग्रेस उनको भी प्रोजेक्ट कर रही है। और पप्पू यादव आरजेडी के प्रोजेक्शन के खिलाफ है, तेजस्वी यादव के प्रोजेक्शन के खिलाफ है। तो कांग्रेस इंडी अलायंस में रहती है, नहीं रहती है, कितनी सीट मिलती है? पिछली बार कांग्रेस को बहुत ज्यादा सीट मिल गई थी और सक्सेस रेट उनका कम था, इसी वजह से नीतीश कुमार की पार्टी नंबर 2 पे आई और तेजस्वी की पार्टी नंबर 1 पे आई। नहीं तो तेजस्वी को पूरा बहुमत मिल सकता था पिछले चुनाव में। और ये आखिरी फैक्टर है वो है कि जो बाई इलेक्शन जो हुए थे नवंबर में, उन चारों बाई इलेक्शंस में हालांकि तेजस्वी ने अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस किया, प्रशांत किशोर की पार्टी ने भी अच्छे वोट काटे, लेकिन फिर भी चारों सीट वो जनता दल यूनाइटेड और उनका जो सहयोगी संगठन है हम जो जीतनराम मांझी की पार्टी है। तो ये जो अगर ट्रेंड चलेगा, लेकिन ओपिनियन पोल उस ट्रेंड को नकार चुके हैं, बिल्कुल साफ कर चुके हैं। अब डॉक्टर स्वामी, जो आपने सबसे पहले बात कही, मैं उस मुद्दे को लास्ट में ला रहा हूं, इसलिए ला रहा हूं कि वो सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट मुद्दा है। वो मुद्दा है कि जो समरी रिवीजन इसका हो रहा है लोकसभा वोटर रोल का, पूरे बिहार में जो एंटी गवर्नमेंट वोट है, एंटी एनडीए वोट है, वो इससे बहुत ज्यादा नाराज है, क्योंकि उनको ये पता है कि समरी इंटेंसिव रिवीजन जो हो रहा है बिहार का, समरी क्यों बल्कि इसको पूरा रिवीजन मान रहे हैं, वो इस सबसे बड़ा रिवीजन है, इसमें वो टारगेट कर रहे हैं माइनॉरिटी वोट्स को। जब मैं माइनॉरिटी बोलता हूं तो मेरा मतलब मुसलमानों से है। वो चाहते हैं कि जहां जहां मुसलमानों के वोट ज्यादा हैं वहां पे उनको टारगेट करके उनकी संख्या में, अब वो 65 लाख वोटों की बात कर रहे हैं। अभी तक जो पहला इलेक्शन कमीशन का आंकड़ा आया है वो कह रहे हैं 65 लाख वोट फर्जी हैं, उन लोगों के हैं जो लोग मर चुके हैं या जो लोग बिहार के बाहर चले गए हैं या एक जगह से दूसरी जगह चले गए। 65 lakh vote is very significant and this is going to be the biggest factor in the election. लाख ओपिनियन पोल तेजस्वी यादव के सपोर्ट में जाएं अगर वो ट्रेंड जारी रहे। अगर तेजस्वी यादव को माइनॉरिटी वोट का सपोर्ट नहीं मिला या माइनॉरिटी वोट कटे या ओवैसी की वजह से कटे या इलेक्शन कमीशन के वजह से कटे तो मामला बहुत ही रुचिकर हो जाएगा। और जो खेल पिछले बार हुआ था वही खेल हमें लगता होगा। एनडीए नीतीश कुमार की बदौलत ही चलती आ रही है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी जो संख्या में ज्यादा है, नीतीश कुमार संख्या में कम होते हुए भी मुख्यमंत्री हैं। तो ये देखना होगा कि एनडीए का रोल क्या होता है और उसमें कांग्रेस का रोल क्या होता है। बीजेपी, आखिरी पॉइंट, बीजेपी तेजस्वी यादव को यादव वोट काटने के लिए दो लोगों को पिछले 8-10 साल से प्रोजेक्ट कर रही है, नंद किशोर यादव और नित्यानंद राय। नित्यानंद राय केंद्र में मंत्री भी रहे हैं और नंद किशोर यादव भी बीजेपी के प्रदेश अध्यक्ष रहे हैं। हालांकि इनको यादवों का सपोर्ट कम है, लेकिन उसके बावजूद बीजेपी चाहती है कि यादव वोट में सेंध लगाने के लिए इन दो नेताओं को आगे किया जाए। और फॉरवर्ड वोट तो उनके पास है ही, वो मान के चल रहे हैं कि फॉरवर्ड वोट कहीं नहीं जाएगा। लेकिन अगर फॉरवर्ड वोट प्रशांत किशोर के साथ गया तो खेल बहुत ही रुचिकर हो जाएगा। इट विल बी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग फाइट in the coming election.
Thank you, Arvind Chaturvedi. I would like Ramesh Swamy to give his comment and then I will comment and then Dr. Swamy can perhaps give his views further. Ramesh ji.
Thank you, Jagdish ji. Dr. Swamy, I have three or four points. First, I think you already raised this SIR, the Special Intensive Revision. I think that has become a huge fiasco. Because what has happened, the SIR has because what the government has failed to understand, is these things now spread very fast. I mean, whether it's truth or not, whatnot, whatever, kuch bhi. The WhatsApp, whatever is being sent is being sent. But in general, the sentiment that this SIR has been a debacle, as Arvindji said, some 60 lakh voters, correct? Approximately, Arvindji? Some about
Yes,
60 lakh
65.
voters has
65
been
lakh.
removed. Have been removed. So, which means there is a huge uprising. We don't know which demographic was removed, what kind of demographic was removed, because the demography is the most, and caste and demography is the biggest thing in Bihar election. So essentially what has happened is, so there are some reports that the Dalits have now completely lost trust in EC. They don't trust this SIR because they are the poor people. They don't, some of them would say, okay, I have Aadhaar, I don't have some issue or the other. So the huge distrust, and that Dalit vote is going to shift in Bihar. There is going to be a huge demographic shift, and the brunt of it is going to be the distrust of BC, which means basically that anger is going to go against BJP. Nitish Kumar is a smart guy, so if he sees this, I mean, he has his own people all over the place, and if he sees this trend increasing, and he feels that this distrust and this lack of faith is increasing, and as Arvindji, I think you're predicting he'll do a party. He'll switch to something else, or he'll say independent, we'll do post-poll alliance. Something like that, some nonsense like that, because he's looking for the best chance for him. The biggest thing, as again Arvindji said, is that Chirag Paswan and obviously the RJD guy, I mean, Lallu's son and all, they're getting a huge traction. They say youth. That is where that is another traction, because Bihar has one of the highest unemployment post-COVID. Is still continuing to do so. People in Bihar are fed up because they're not able to get any jobs. And in between Jagdish, Arvind and Jagdish, there was one army intention, some initiative, right? That temporarily they'll hire people and train. I forgot the name. I'm sorry.
Agniveer.
Agniveer. So that has had a huge impact in Bihar. And that is also going to show because that election, I think after Agniveer, this is the first Bihar election. I may be wrong, but I'm saying, because that has, based on the reports, that is having a huge impact. So the key demographics are going to be the Dalit and elder voters, and they are completely shifting away from BJP and NDA alliance. Now comes to the okay. Now let's take this Dalit rivalry. So essentially, the fight is between Paswan and Manji. So who is going to get this? So as you said, vote splitting, or what did you call it?
Vote katwa.
Vote katwa. So that is going to happen huge. And this Bihar election, in my view, is not going to give any major wins for the NDA alliance. I think somebody asked, so what about Tejasvi Yadav? I think he is going to be he's going to be a page turner. He is definitely going to be a big factor in this election. Sadly, even though he's come from the great, illustrious, corrupt family of Lallu, but unfortunately, Bihar is Bihar, and then Tejasvi has a very good shot in general in all the aspects. But the biggest factor that the NDA alliance, the JDU and BJP, is incumbency issues. EC issue, election commission issues, Rozgari, jobs, basic costs, living costs, have become so expensive, and the army fiasco is a uphill battle against Mahagathbandhan, because Mahagathbandhan is showing all youngsters. This NDA side is all old people, because Mahagathbandhan, be it Rahul Gandhi, be it Tejasvi Yadav, and all those things, they are showing only young faces. We want the future of Bihar and all those things. The way that will happen, that's one. And everybody is questioning the election integrity. I am pretty sure, Dr. Swamy, this SIR is another way to kind of turn the votes, because earlier, I think earlier in Maharashtra election, there was talk that they just flipped 2% of the votes and they were able to win elections. So they don't want to, now that everybody is aware, they don't want to do 2%. They'll say 1% will cut through SIR and 1% through election. During elections, then we will still make the 2%. I think this is the formula that BJP is aiming at. This is my personal analysis. And obviously, the demographic shift is a huge, with multiple contestants, so many people in the fray. It is going to be an election for most of the cephalogists will get wrong. But I feel, in my view, based on all of these factors, it will be very, very, even if somebody is winning, it will be a very thin margin. And Mahagathbandhan has a better chance because they can club together more people, more parties, because they cater to the more of the working class and the lower class in Bihar. So this is my quick analysis, Dr. Swamy. But in essence, because I'm a South Indian, I don't know anything about Bihar. Bihar has always been, as Dr. Swamy said, it's very complicated state. You never know because the demographic is challenging. So, Dr. Swamy, is there going to be, based my analysis, do you think there is going to be a democratic shift towards the Mahagathbandhan?
Well, of course, first of all, I'm also South Indian, but I'm very familiar with Bihar. The JP movement, I was very closely.
Right. Based on, I have very limited understanding. Yeah.
First of all, Nitish is out of the picture, in my opinion, given the reports I have about his health. So must think of these other younger people who are quite active in things. So I would say, I frankly think that BJP is under a number of minuses. One, of course, is that people are very unhappy about prices and employment and so on. The second thing is that the BJP has told them there will be no corruption, but there's been plenty of corruption. There are issues there, you see. So I think what we have to think of the fact that this may be actually a big blow for the BJP in the central level. And I think this matter is agitating a lot of people who are very keen that BJP should flower and progress. They are very worried that this kind of single leader thing that we are seeing, who's roaming everywhere in the world, that has created a very bad taste amongst the patriotic people of India, irrespective of the caste. And so, therefore, BJP is not going to be able to do in a free and fair election to get many seats. So that's a big thing which will have a historic effect.
Dr. Swamy, before Jagdish jump in, I have a question. You can answer after you finish. Okay. RSS factor in Bihar. So Jagdish, you finish, then we can take this question.
No, my take on this election is that the SIR which is being conducted is actually too close to the elections. As one of our viewers has just said it, that it is a necessary and important factor, but the way it is being done is raising suspicion in the people's mind about the SIR. And I am not sure why the election commission is doing this so closer to the election. Is there some ploy to delay the election or postpone the elections? I don't know. But this is unnecessarily creating doubts in the minds. All voters have to be given the right to vote. But at the same time, we should not, just for the sake of doing, exclude voters whom we don't like or some people don't like. Voting is our birthright. Universal franchise, when it was introduced, many of the Western countries did not have this concept, but Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar and other stalwarts during the Constituent Assembly, when they did it, it was not to exclude some people from the electoral roll. No doubt, wrong people have to be excluded. I am wondering why Rahul Gandhi is not excluded when Dr. Swamy has given sufficient evidence that he is having a British passport. But the poor illiterate voters of Bihar have to struggle to prove that they are genuine Indians and have a voting right. So, as I say, SIR was necessary, but not too close to the election so that genuine people are kept out. That is one take. I am looking at the various opinion polls that have been going around and mix and match, looking at various groups, because all these opinion polls, one cannot really trust them. But one thing is emerging in this opinion poll, that as a leader, an individual who's far ahead of everybody in this opinion poll is this Tejasvi Yadav. So that is a factor to be recognized, that Nitish Kumar, in spite of being in power, is not the front runner, but as an individual leader. But my gut feeling is, and looking at this opinion poll, party-wise, alliance-wise and all that, I think the NDA has an edge over the other parties in the Bihar election. So this could be a photo finish, but because, why I'm saying a photo finish, as an individual person, Yadavji has a better popularity rating, but as a party, the NDA seem to be having an edge, and all the other parties who are going to cut some votes, appealing for good governance and all that is fine. But I don't think they will be of much, the Suraj party and Prashant Kishore and all that. They may get some votes and they may cut into other people's vote, but I don't think they will make an impact in this election. No doubt things are required to change in Bihar, and in terms of economic reforms, administration, better education, better hospitals, and better governance. But I think what will happen is NDA has an edge, but as I said, Mr. Yadav has popularity as far as an individual is concerned. So we'll have to see all this, how it gets transformed into vote. I think now it's over to Dr. Swamy to summarize, and then Arvind Chaturvedi can wind up the program. But Dr. Swamy,
my question about, is there a RSS factor in this? I mean, how big is RSS in Bihar?
No doubt, Bihar RSS is always a factor in North India, because compared to then and even now, RSS is well organized in North India. They will definitely play a role. I think before the Bihar elections, I am very sure RSS will control the situation in Delhi and implement its agenda. I'm sure there will be a party president who will ensure that the organization is tuned up, and all the what I would say Sangathan Mantris in Delhi as well as in Bihar will fall in place, the new president, and I'm sure there will be a big impact of the change of leadership in Delhi, which will have a direct impact on the Bihar elections, and RSS will all out work in all the booths and bring NDA to power. That is what I feel.
Well, the question basically is that this September, September 17 is Narendra Modi's birthday, and there is a open talk, not in media, but amongst RSS people, and some of them have talked with me also. They are of the view that at that time they will probably, they hope that Modi will understand that now time is up for him and he would withdraw. And if he doesn't withdraw, it could have consequences. Secondly, you say BJP in alliance with other parties can form a majority. Yes, BJP has a very strong base in terms of workers and so on. But whether the necessary issue which is of importance to the Bihari people, whether that they will be able to articulate or not. So I agree with Jagdish that you can't rule out the NDA or BJP led parties to succeed. But the fact of the matter is that it is not a open shut between BJP versus the rest. There is a problem which has to be sorted out, and I think in September, when the people meet and the RSS people, Sangha also is able to, assert certain amount to bring about a change and have a much better party president. Some young person who has been working in the RSS in an organization. If that kind of thing happens, I think we can inspire the Bihar people and will give them a new outlook. So everything is open. I don't think that today we can say who's going to win or who's going to lose. But at the moment, I would say under Modi's leadership, BJP is on the back foot. And that is whether that changes or not, we have to see.
अरविंद जी, आप उसको समराइज करके भी अपने दर्शकों के लिए आपका समरी कर सकते हैं.
या जो मैंने पहले कहा था उसमें कुछ और मैं ऐड करना चाहता हूँ. जो जगदीश ने और डॉक्टर स्वामी ने कहा, जहाँ तक एनडीए का प्रश्न है, संभावना है, still the possibility that BJP and NDA may form the government or get the majority. I differ from that. I see the writing on the wall, and if the trend that I see today continues, then Nitish Kumar will jump out of the NDA alliance just because they are not going to form the government, and the opinion polls as suggest they will not reach 100. 100 सीटें भी अगर उनको मिल जाए तो बहुत बड़ी बात होगी, पहली बात. दूसरी बात, इवन इन टुडेज गवर्नमेंट, आज की सरकार में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सीटें बहुत ज़्यादा हैं, नीतीश कुमार की सीटें बहुत कम हैं, लेकिन एक समझौते के तहत भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने नीतीश कुमार को नेता माना है, क्योंकि बीजेपी के पास नेतृत्व का अभाव है. सुशील मोदी का टाइम था जब सुशील मोदी को बिहार का सबसे बड़ा भारतीय जनता पार्टी का नेता माना जाता था. सुशील मोदी बैकवर्ड थे, आज वो नहीं है. लालमुनि चौबे फॉरवर्ड में बहुत बड़े नेता माने जाते थे. लालमुनि चौबे को बीजेपी ने बाहर कर दिया है, अब वो कहीं भी नहीं है. गिरिराज सिंह तीसरे नंबर पे आते हैं, लेकिन गिरिराज सिंह का सपोर्ट लगातार गिरता जा रहा है. मुझे नहीं लगता नंद किशोर यादव जिसका मैंने नाम लिया और नित्यानंद राय जिनका मैंने नाम लिया, ये दो नेता बचे हैं जो ओबीसी के नेता हैं और बीजेपी इनको प्रोजेक्ट कर रही है. पूरे बिहार में इनकी छवि इतनी अच्छी नहीं है, इसलिए इन्हें नीतीश कुमार के भरोसे रहना पड़ेगा, पहली बात. दूसरी बात, जो छोटी छोटी पार्टियां, जीतन राम मांझी भी अपना एक वोट बैंक उनका है, वो अभी बीजेपी के साथ हैं और केंद्र में मंत्री हैं. लोकतांत्रिक स्वराज पार्टी जो है उनके नेताजी हैं, वो भी इसी पर भरोसे टिके हुए हैं. उनको भी बीजेपी ने एक झुंझुना थमाया हुआ है. उसी प्रकार अपोजिशन में भी है. चंपारण की पार्टी अलग पार्टी है, चंपारण में सहनी वोट बहुत ज्यादा है, सहनी पार्टी आज तेजस्वी के साथ है. तो ये छोटी छोटी पार्टियां हैं, ये बहुत ज्यादा प्रभाव रखती हैं. और आने वाले चुनाव में क्या ये पार्टी जहां आज हैं वहीं रहेंगी या आने वाले समय में उलटफेर होगा, बिहार में इसको हम रूल आउट नहीं कर सकते. ये कभी
मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ, एक कदम उठा दें आरएसएस और संजय जोशी को वो पार्टी का प्रेसिडेंट बना दें, तो मैं कहता हूँ निश्चित हम जीतेंगे बिहार में. क्योंकि अभी जो है कोई जो भी पार्टी का प्रेसिडेंट है वो तो सिर्फ मोदी क्या बोल रहा है उसी को देख रहा है, और किस चमचे को टिकट देनी है, किसको नहीं देनी है. तो एक कार्यकर्ता जिसका नाम सब जानते हैं, क्योंकि वो गुजरात में उन्होंने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इतना टॉप क्लास किया, और फिर मोदी आते ही उसको कहा कि उसको वनवास में भेज दो, तो वनवास में रहे. तो अब मैं कहता हूं कि सबकी डिमांड है कि संजय जोशी पार्टी का प्रेसिडेंट बनाए जाएं. तो मैं कहता हूं कि बड़ी संख्या में सिर्फ बिहार में नहीं पर सारा हिंदुस्तान में हमारी बीजेपी की पुनरुत्थान होगी.
Dr. Swamy, what do you think about gender split? Because women normally tend vote for NDA or BJP. But do you think that the economy, joblessness will change that shift this time?
Yeah, it can. I've told you that there has to be some indication to the public. All right, this has happened because of Mr. Modi. We are now started the process of change. and the first change we are making is Sanjay Joshi. And then from then, the RSS workers also will be enthused in Bihar, and they'll go around and propagate it, that we are bringing about change. So that is the thing. There's no doubt that people everywhere are upset with the economy, and they are upset on the corruption that is taking place, and at the same time, the high prices that are going on day by day.
Yeah, I don't think, Arvindji, I don't think Prashant Kishore or Chirag Paswan will have matter. This is my view. They will be less than 5% of the votes. I don't think they'll be able to garner, because this is a high stakes fight this time. As Dr. Swamy just said, the factors that are there is huge in terms of joblessness, economy, and all those things. It just is far too big. I don't think they will be able to fill those shoes. This is, as I said again, my disclaimer is I don't know much about Bihar, but I feel those two people, Prashant Kishore or Chirag Paswan, even for that matter, I think they will lose ground. Even though he's a part of the alliance and he's a minister and all. Sadly, in this election, this is way too many things at stake. And the only way that you can enthuse, as Dr. Swamy said, to enthuse the RSS base, the Hindu base, is to have Sanjay Joshi the president, and he'll be able to deliver Gujarat. And obviously, if that is a factor, then else it's the writing is on the wall anyway for Modi in September. I don't. There's not going to nothing's going to happen. I don't think there's any more charisma left in the tank. I think all of that's gone. It's spent. I think it is time that BJP turns the page again, looks for younger readers who are aggressive, and look, because across the board, even in spite of tens and thousands of crores that Modi gave Bihar, nothing has really come to factor. Right after the alliance in the parliament election, nothing has happened in Bihar. I think that people are observing that, and there will be an impact.
But okay.
Yeah, I think the issues are not very clear. Still, the picture is hazy. And between now and November, there is still time where the things can take shape.
I have to tell you one thing. Nitish's position, or health position, has to be seriously taken, because I have pretty good report of what it is. I don't think he can be a leader in an election at all. And then that means, you see, it puts into the whole thing into a big cauldron. Okay, so that's it.
So, Dr. Swamy, if BJP dumps Nitish Kumar because of his health,
yes,
then certainly BJP is also taking risk of the backward votes which Nitish represents. It's called Lavkush in Bihar. The Kurmi Kushwaha votes are called Lavkush. And if this Lavkush vote bank is with Nitish Kumar solidly so far, so many years, agar BJP ne unko dump kiya, because of health also, I'm saying, the BJP stands to lose a huge chunk of votes because of this. So BJP will not take the risk. BJP may kick him upwards by giving him something special, or making him a minister in the center. I don't know whether this will happen, but BJP will not afford to risk at this stage. This is my opinion.
All right, we'll see.
और रमेश, जो आप बात कर रहे थे, बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है. Though Chirag Paswan is not a party by himself, I mean, he's a party by himself, but he's part of NDA.
Correct.
The number of seats in the NDA have not been decided, who will get what. Nitish Kumar is expecting 100 seats.
Wow.
BJP is also expecting 100 seats. So that means if 200 goes, then for others there is nothing. But Chirag Paswan is demanding about 35 seats.
Yeah, but only 234, no?
Yeah, 224. So at the time of distribution of tickets, there will be problem in India also. There will be problem. So let's see. Still there is time. More than 3 months are there, and things may change in Indian politics anytime. 3 months is too long a period for Indian politics. Some people say even week is too long in Indian politics. Let's see. Thank you, Dr. Swamy, for initiating this discussion and giving your opinion about BJP's prospects and Nitish Kumar's health. Thanks, Jagdish, for your perspective, and Ramesh Swamy for your analysis far from Bihar, But as I said, things are not very clear as yet, and things will take shape in August and September, and then only something can be predicted. I'm not predicting that NDAP will lose, but I'm saying as of now, let's see what happens, what the future unfolds. Thank you all for being with us. Thanks the technical team led by Ashish Shetty, Swaminathan, Tejas Navalgul, Gadgi Rakesh, Ishwar Iyer, Gurdas Shetty, Ajesh Nair. We'll be meeting again next Sunday, 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time with a new topic and Dr. Subramanian Swamy. Of course, Bihar election will continue to be our hot topic till the election takes place. Thank you very much. Till then, Namaskar, Jai Hind.
Jai Hind,
Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.
Ram.